Big up, Brian Daigle.
Come on, Brian.
How are you feeling, Brian? It's been
I am
brilliant
feeling
game.
wonderful, people. I hope you both are. I hope everyone in the chat is. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful.
How do you describe that game, Brian? Because we won 3-0. Brilliant result, for sure. Would you say it was a brilliant performance?
Right, so I'm going to have quite a bit to say about Frank and his coaching staff right now, and then we'll get on to the game.
Okay.
Thomas Frank, like I said, when I was saying that I wanted him in, the reason I wanted him in was tactical changing, bringing different formations, bringing squad rotation and using the squad correctly.
Yeah.
And also keeping us guessing as much as he was keeping the opposition guessing. See, when we were doing it, you and I were discussing a back five or a back four. Well, we didn't even think of 4-3-3. And he threw that in. You look at that midfield and we're talking about rotation. We said we wanted Paulinho in there, but I didn't see a Bergvall Sarr for two coming in a London derby. Simmons left, Tell up front, using the squad wisely. And what I don't get is, I'm hearing a lot of people going, oh, well, we look like we can only score at set pieces. Well, last season we were saying we're shit at set pieces. Why can't we be better at them? And then when we had Conte and we had Vio or whatever his name was, and oh my God, we're amazing at set pieces now.
Yeah.
But now Thomas Frank's doing it. It's like, well, we can only score. It's ridiculous.
Well, here's the point,
Those
Brian.
set pieces,
I'm not just to defend that
those
point.
Corners, well,
yeah, go on.
Mate, what I'm saying, our corners in the first half, they are on the money. They are on them. They are so. We are such a force at set pieces now, and everyone goes on about how good Arsenal look at set pieces and scoring from them. But now we're scoring from them. It's just, well, we look like we can only score at set pieces. I think Frank and his coaching staff, yet again, need huge, huge praise. That's 4 games, 3 clean sheets, 8 goals for, 1 against. I think we kept 6 clean sheets all last season. We're halfway there, and we're only at the beginning of September.
Wow, yeah.
Or mid-September.
Yeah.
So let's give some credit where it's due to the. I'm not just saying to use him, and I mean the Spurs fan base, because 3 wins out of 4. Obviously, the Bournemouth game was underwhelming. Came back after an international break, completely flipped the team ready for Champions League, and a convincing 3-0 win.
Who were the standout players for you today? Who really impressed?
Mate, I think Romero was fantastic. I think Van der Ven defensively, we saw he was using his pace a fair bit today. Paulinho, like I said, mate, and I stand by it, I am convinced that when he was born, the first thing he did when he came out of the womb was slide and tackle the midwife. And then, mate, literally, I think Kudus was fantastic. If only he'd scored that goal at the end. And my man of the match, in all honesty, was Lucas Bergvall.
Has to be.
A goal assist, and I mean, that header was a fantastic header. I mean, he had to loop it over the goalkeeper. No pace on the ball. I just think it was a great performance, and Frank has shown he can mix his squad up and never, ever doubt Thomas Frank.
What were your early impressions of Xavi Simons making his debut today? What did you think?
So, Joe, there was a couple of times you could see that's what we saw on the left, and he grew into the game. I think we're going to see a lot more from him when he's playing in the centre, when we have got a left winger playing there. He grew into the game. There's some lovely touches and some lovely passing. Obviously, got the assist for the first goal. Like you said, Simi, it wasn't like a Van der Vaart debut, was it? When he came in, did what he did against Villa and everything. But you know what? We had some creativity. We had an outlet, and you could see that he wants to bring the ball forward. He's looking for an open man. And you know what? Fair play to him.
Yeah.
I just want to touch on the point you're making about the set pieces, because the point I think people it's not a bad thing that we're good at set pieces, but you don't want to be too reliant on them, I guess, is the point. But I guess, look, I understand. I guess I can already hear the rebuttal being it's only been 4 games, and if you got to rely on set pieces at that point, then so be it. And until you getting everything right, like in open play, then it's fair to rely on set pieces. But do you not at least look at how we play in open play in terms of our lack of ability to open teams up from that aspect and think that does need to be improved?
Well, at the moment, like Frank said, he doesn't know what his best 11 is. still, by the looks of it, he doesn't know what his best formation is. Playing different players, obviously, you and me, when we were doing the predicted 11, said there's going to be some changes because he needs to get ready for the Champions League, and he made those changes. So he'll get there, and the football will get better. But I think he's just seeing what his team can do right now. And you got to remember, there were some parts in that second half where some of the football was great. Yes, West Ham were down to 10 men, but I think once it was 3-0, we were just passing the ball around for fun and conserving energy.
Yeah.
Job done. I mean, Joe, if someone had said to me, win a game like this 3-0, or play really exciting football and then just win 1-0, and you don't know when that goal's coming, give me the 3-0 wins like this every single day of the week.
I will also say that, like, because I've been a big person in the camp of, like, we need to get better at build-up. I'm not seeing us move the ball up the pitch and all that. But some of the points you just made there about, like, you know, we've conceded 1 goal. Like, Frank was probably always going to come in and value solidity more than that, and try and get us to fix up defensively, and then just win by any margins that we can, kind of thing. So as long as it comes eventually, because my thing is, like, I love us being great at set pieces. I don't care if we win every game by set pieces, but do you know how many more set pieces we will get if we can progress the ball up the pitch through the middle? Like, we will get so many more set pieces and score so many more set piece goals. So that's my main issue, is that our 2 midfielders today can't really pass very well, Brian. Like, they like Paulinho, or they're not progressive passers. So Paulinho and Sarr, neither of them are like passers, like, so I wanted at least Xavi in there to help with that. But look, I'm not going to complain or anything. I think it was a brilliant 3-0 win, and I think we should definitely be happy with what Frank has done so far. He's organised us brilliantly. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I love as well, Josh, as well? Did you see, like, when the goal was disallowed, or they're constantly looking at the iPads, they're constly looking seeing what's going on. They are so heavily focused. Not just for that goal, they are so heavily focused on every minor detail that's going on that pitch and trying to fix it. And that, listen, it will come. You've got to remember, with Brentford, when he was there last season, they were scoring goals non-stop at the beginning, weren't they? They were scoring early all the time. They're fast out the blocks. But like we said, right now, if someone has said to you, Manchester City, West Ham away, Burnley at home, and if someone has said to you 9 points and only conceded 1 goal,
I would have been your hand
everyone
off
would
for that.
Everyone would have been your hand off for it.
If it was like City we lost to and not Bournemouth, essentially, you flip those results. Everyone's saying it's like a near perfect start to the season.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, we now go on to the Champions League, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think he's made the right subs. There'll be changes that will be made for that game. Hopefully, Moani will get his start, or at least an appearance there.
Yeah.
I thought it was smart taking Van der Ven off near the end to save his hamstrings. We don't need him.
Yeah.
There's just a lot to look forward to right now. And obviously, like we said, it's 3 points, it's 3 goals. Like you said just before I came on, Sim, we haven't been in West Ham away since Mourinho.
Yeah,
it's a ground we haven't been able to get a win. We've done it. There's so many things to be positive.
Banana skin this game, like, and we've just won it comfortably. So yeah, I totally agree. And you've cheered me up a lot, Brian. Even though I was already positive, I just like...
Only Pessy can say you've cheered me up after a 3-0 win away at West Ham.
Hey, like I said, I've got the manager in, the chairman out. Yeah. This is like Christmas and Hanukkah and everything. Mate, life is great for me.
Yeah,
this
is happy, cheerful. This is a first
people
game
are going to be wanting negative toxic Bryback because I am going to be positive on steroids. Mate, because I am fucking over the moon and delighted.
We didn't mention this is the first game of the Levy-less era, isn't it? And it's got off to what a start.
A long
what a bloody
start
it is. And it's going to be interesting as well, Brian, just touching on some of the decisions Frank has to make going forward. I know he's going to rotate, but, you know, Bergvall putting in the performance he did today, Sarr scoring his goal. We know how important Paulinho is to the team. You got Bentancur there as well. Gray didn't even make the squad today. Like, with Bergvall's performance today, has he got to start Tuesday now?
Do you know what? The way you got to look at it now, this is what Frank's got to start looking at. Yeah. Maybe he uses him for Brighton. Maybe he puts him. I mean, look at that. Next. With what you were just saying, doesn't start now. Look at the players we had on the bench to come on. When you say Bentancur and Moani didn't get even on the pitch,
Yes,
I
insane.
mean that's the depth we've got right now.
I'm saying Gray
could stay
Gray
fit-
didn't even get in the squad.
Gray didn't even get in
Exactly.
the
I
squad.
mean, this is it. We wanted the first teamers to come in, that walk in, they did, which makes your bench stronger. And now he can say, do you know what, Bergvall, I may need you for the Brighton game,
Yeah.
so I'm going to rest you, and I'm going to bring Bentancur back in. I mean, and as for Sasa Torre, Thomas Frank, I mean, if you want to see what Thomas Frank can do to people, just look what he's done to him.
Ah, Sarr, I just love him so much. You know, he might be my favourite player at the moment. Like
He's been
works-
incredible.
Yeah, he works so hard, and he's a goal threat as well. Like, do you know what I mean? He's just
Yeah, I think in every game now, apart from the Bournemouth game, he got an assist against Burnley.
Yeah.
He pretty much created both those goals against City.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
today
yeah.
he's got another goal. So,
Well,
like,
you look at it. If someone had said if someone had asked every Spurs fan before the season started, who's going to be the most improved player at Tottenham under Frank to begin with, I don't think a lot of people would have said Sasa Torre.
no.
yeah, you
no.
say that, Brian. You say that. You look at my pre-season predictions.
You said Sarr.
I said Sarr to be most
You
Of
did
improved.
course,
Tell.
Simeon
No, I
the
said-
Oracle.
You
Simeon-
said Tell.
I said
You
Tell
did
to
say
be Young
Tell.
Player of the Year.
Oh, okay. Good luck with
But
that.
do
one.
you know what?
And I had
Do you know
Richarlison
what?
top goal scorer.
Even for
Really?
just a quick one, Sim and Josh, on Matisse, whether he had a good game or not, that's whatever you want to make of it. But do you remember Gareth Bale couldn't be on a winning side
Yeah.
for ages? Then he came on. Maybe this is what he needs for his confidence. Obviously,
'cause what-
continued on when it looked like he got injured. He's got Kudus and Simmons next to him. Paulinho and whoever's going to be playing in midfield behind him. I'm giving Tell a chance. It's a completely different Tottenham Hotspur team, and there's
Yeah.
genuine quality around him.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Definitely.
right. All right, Brian, brilliant day, brilliant weekend so far for Spurs. We're up to second now in the league as the time recording, with Chelsea currently playing against Brentford. But what a brilliant day, eh, Brian? You said Man
Phenomenal.
Bergvall, you gave it. So look, brilliant. Thanks for coming on, mate. It's always great to speak to you.
Always a pleasure, brother. Do you need me tomorrow, Sim?
Yes, please, if possible.
Cool. Just give me a call on your way home.
We'll do, bro.
All right,
Good
see you
to see you,
later on,
Brian.
boys, and everyone
I'll
in
see
the
you
Take
chat.
care, mate.
Thomas,
Brian.
Frank.
Thomas, Frank. A very happy Brian Daigle there.